Very, very excited to have with me Mike Mizrahi in the studio. Get the right microphone on here. Good morning, Mike. How are you?
I'm doing really well, George. Thank you. How are you?
And I'm doing great. Now, we're here because it's time for our Santa Clarita's Unsung Hero on AM 1220 KHTS. Your hometown station recognizes someone who works to help other people without expecting anything in return except for maybe a simple thank you. It's our special series of special features for radio and website and YouTube channel, proudly brought to you by your friends at Mercedes-Benz of Valencia. So Mike is well known in the Santa Clarita Valley business community as the Northern Regional Public Affairs Manager for the Southern California Gas Company. But in his other life, Mike is a co-founder of SCV Habitat for Heroes, which is a local offshoot of the nonprofit Habitat for Humanity. And this Saturday morning, this is tomorrow at 11 o'clock, is the official groundbreaking for Habitat for Heroes Veteran Village Housing Project, which is on Center Point Parkway. And it'll provide affordable homes and enriched services for more than 80 local veterans and their families. The Veterans Village was co-conceived by Mike Mizrahi, and he spent more than 2 years working to make it happen. This is why Mike is one of our latest KHTS Santa Clarita Unsung Heroes. Tell me a little bit more about Saturday's Veterans Village groundbreaking. What's going to happen and who's invited?
Well, the whole community is invited. First, let me say what a privilege and an honor it is actually to be here and to be considered an unsung hero. It's actually kind of foreign to me. Actually, I think two unsung heroes are Carl and Jerry Cerati Goldman, the owners of this station and KHTS. So it really is an honor to be here. Thank you. Saturday is going to be the culmination, as you said, of a 2-year vision. We're going to be breaking ground. The whole community is invited out to Center Point, where, as you said, we're going to have a community enriched village for veterans of 87 homes that'll be built over the next couple of years. And it'll be built, those homes will be built primarily by Santa Clarita citizens. They'll be invited to come out and engage in home builds. So it's great.
Well, we'll get back to Veterans Village in a minute, but first we want to find out more about you. Now, you grew up in Los Angeles, but you earned your bachelor's degree at San Diego State and public relations master's from Boston University. Now, how did you get from there to Southern California Gas Company in 1984? Well,
we came back from Boston, my wife and I, and I started immediately looking around for a job. I got a position with Sunkist Growers as their manager of communications, moved on, had a couple of other different jobs, and found myself at Getty Oil Company when there was a merger and a takeover, actually, by Texaco, and my resume, along with somebody else's, got sent to the gas company, and I got selected for an open position there, and I've been there 31 years.
Well, congratulations. So, you are retiring, though, as of December 1st. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What are your plans after that?
Well, I'm going to be doing some more community work. I want to stay, very much in touch with what's going on here in the Santa Clarita city with the Veteran Village. I'm going to stay plugged into Habitat for Humanity. That's the San Fernando Valley, Santa Clarita Valley affiliate of Habitat. So it's important that you know that the work that they're doing here, everything that they're doing here is staying in the community. And they're a great organization. I'm also going to be doing some work for the San Fernando Valley rescue mission, and I'm extremely excited about the work that they're doing. They're going to be building a new 90-bed facility in Northridge, so I'm going to stay very, very busy. I'm also writing a book.
Well, sounds like you are. That's really terrific. Now, why is it so important, though, for the gas company to work so close with businesses and civic groups and government officials, and what did you do in that role?
Well, I was extremely privileged to work for a company like Southern California Gas Company. Their motto is glad to be of service. And it's really true. They really are. And they task employees like me in the area of public affairs, not just to help out on the operations side, but to get really involved in the community, to be of service, roll up our sleeves, get out there, put in our sweat equity into good organizations like Habitat for Humanity. And we believe in giving back to the communities where our employees work and where our company does cause business. It's just good business, and it's the right thing to do.
Oh, that's true. I want to talk about the Veterans Village. We do need to take a quick break and do some commercials. You hang out for a minute or two, right?
We'll
come back.
do that.
We're going to go ahead and come back with our Santa Clarita's unsung hero, Mike Mizrahi of the SoCal Gas, who is also here with Habitat for Humanities for the event tomorrow at opening of the Veterans Village. Is a groundbreaking ceremony, which is really cool because 80 homes for local veterans here in the community. And very, very excited. There's also a USO stage show and more. We're going to talk about that event coming up. We're back with Santa Clarita's unsung hero, Mike Mizrahi from SoCal Gas Company, and also a major player in the Habitat for Humanity and SCV Habitat for Heroes here in the Santa Clarita Valley. And we've been talking, Mike, about how you got involved. We started off with that, but also your work is 30 years, a little more than 30 years with the SoCal Gas Company. So if I need to pay my bill, can I just give it to you, or do I need to go through the proper channels? I just need to know how to.
Right, got to go through the channels. I'm sorry.
Thank you for keeping my bill exceptionally low all these years. I'm sure you had a big hand in that. So, but we're moving on here, talking about the Veterans Village. Now, tell us how you got involved with Habitat for Humanity here in Santa Clarita Valley and San Fernando Valley, and how did you come up with the idea for the Veterans Village here in Santa Clarita?
Well, as a matter of fact, I have to tip my hat to Habitat's Executive Director, Donna Deutschman. I've known Donna for a number of years through activities involved in the community in the San Fernando Valley, and our paths had crossed quite a few times with various different organizations. She found herself over at Habitat and was doing a lot of work really taking that affiliate from where it was to a whole new level. And she had asked me to join the board of directors, and after a little bit of time, I agreed. And we started, I headed up the PR and marketing committee for Habitat on the board, and was working at raising the affiliate's visibility. And the affiliate was having a little bit of a challenge kind of finding the right place, the right time, the right kind of project in Santa Clarita. And as Donna and I would talk about this, the idea kind of emerged of a veteran village. And so we were just kind of dreaming and vision casting, and we decided the time was right, and let's get started. Let's make something happen up in Santa Clarita for our veterans.
And that is terrific. Now, when we talk about this, what roles do you and SoCal Gas play in helping to make the Veterans Village happen? Jerry Sarati Goldman says you were the man who got it from idea to nail-pounding reality.
Well, I got to throw that back to Jerry and Carl, because the first thing that I knew that we had to do to make this happen was we needed to create a groundswell of support from the grassroots level all the way up. And so the way to do that, in my understanding, or the way I saw it, was to create an advisory board of community leaders who could catch the vision. And if you're going to have a board like that, you need, the best of the best to take on the task of kind of chairing that board. So I took Jerry and Carl out to dinner one night and to a ball game, and I kind of threw this vision at them, and I was going to sell it, but Jerry put her hand up after about 30 seconds, said, "Mike, you got me when you mentioned veterans."
You had her at hello.
That's right.
Outstanding. Now, how do the Santa Clarita Valley veterans apply for housing at the SCV Habitat for Heroes Veterans Village?
Well, the best thing they can do is they can contact Habitat. Just go to the website, Humanity.
There's habitatscv.org.
Yeah, that's it. habitatscv.org, and from there they'll find their way to the right folks.
Outstanding. And also, how can our listeners help out with this project?
Well, stay engaged with what's going on over on Centerpoint with this project. Go to the website. There are opportunities, so many different ways that they can get involved as volunteers. They can come out, as I mentioned before, and they can participate in builds. They can help out with a little bit of a donation now and again. All of that, 95% of that money with this organization goes right directly to the project. So, There's lots of ways they can get involved through the schools. There are programs, Nickels for Nails, which is a great program. They can help out with that. It's just a lot of different ways to do it. So,
and that's terrific. And they can also learn everything by, again, going to the website, habitatscv.org. Looking back and looking forward, what's been the most rewarding thing for you about doing things for others, like helping veterans and the homeless?
Well, looking back, I go back to the first phase of this project was to actually go into homes where veterans and their families were already living and actually upgrading those homes. And that was phase one. Phase three to be an actual dedicated village, which we're involved in now. But as I look back on some of the vets and their families that we've helped out and just what that has meant to them and how that's changed our lives. And it's just a good feeling. We need to give back to our vets like this who have given so much to us. Looking forward, of course, it's the village. I can't wait to see the new homes going up and the excited families that'll go out there and they'll put in their 500-hour sweat equity. So they're gonna earn those homes, and it's just going to be a wonderful thing to watch.
We're speaking with Mike Mizrahi, who is our Santa Clarita Unsung Hero. And we're talking about Habitat for Humanity and SCV Habitat for Heroes groundbreaking ceremony tomorrow for the Veterans Village. 11:30 is the groundbreaking ceremony. There are activities open to guests. There's chili cook-off, barbecue, carnival games, Radio Disney, Kids Zone. Also a USO stage show. Now, this is going to about 4 o'clock, it looks like. Now, adult admission is $20, $15 for children, military, and veterans free with proof of service. I would imagine they could either bring the military ID or perhaps a DD-214 or something just to show that you have actually been in this service. So you can purchase tickets by going to humanityca.org/our events. So that's it. Thanks very much to Mike Mizrahi for being with us on your hometown station as a KHTS Santa Clarita Unsung Hero. All of us here are proud to join Mercedes-Benz of Valencia in recognizing Mike for the good things he does behind the scenes in Santa Clarita. There will be a podcast of this interview on our website later, as well as on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/KHTS radio. And there will also be a feature in our news portion of our website at hometownstation.com. Mike, thank you so much for coming out. It's an honor to have spoken with you.
George, thank you for having me.
You bet.